One of the things that we decided even before we were licensed was that it was very important to us to try to maintain relationships with birth parents. We, went to the museum and saw the Tyrannosaurus Rex exhibit at the Milwaukee Public Museum.
That was really cool.
With that birth mom. And so she'll always be part of the special memories of our 2.5-year-old running around, rawr, the T-Rex.
The connection is so important because it is their story. This is their journey, the children's journey, and keeping that connection positive is beneficial to everybody on the team.
I'm Melanie Maddox.
I'm Matthias Letson-Maddox. We are adoptive parents of 2, and we are currently fostering 1. We've been married for 22 years. A very young but very energetic family.
Our oldest is 4, and the youngest member of our family is almost 2. So lots of toddler energy at our house.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm Jennifer Liskey, and we are a large foster adoptive family of 10 children, and I've been a foster parent for 18 years.
I'm Kevin Liskey. I've been in foster care for 4 years with my wonderful wife. Love every minute of it. Love its challenges and love its rewards.
They're a Brady bunch. Yeah, I brought 2 girls into the relationship. He brought 2 boys into the relationship biologically. We have 6 adopted children. 2022 Brady Bunch family.
When we first started the journey getting our license, I had very much come from a position of why were their children removed? They really shouldn't be allowed to see their children. I don't even know why we want to try to do this. And, that fell away extremely quickly. Within a couple hours of training, it was just that's never going to work. If the goal of the foster care system is to return children to their parents, then engaging their parents is a crucial part of the experience.
The earlier you can have some of that communication, the better. And it can be necessary to try lots of times to really have good contact. And in every case, there have been long durations where we had no contact with the birth parent. And I think that is when all of those myths start to sink in. You think, oh, well, this person took drugs while they were pregnant. They knew they were harming this baby. Well, it's his fault he can't see his kids because he's in prison. And if he hadn't committed that crime, he wouldn't be in prison. You start without any contact to fill in the gaps. But a lot of that dissolves when you have actual conversations, just like in any other area of your life where you have an actual conversation with someone.
I think people would be by far more or less likely to be judgmental of us as well if we had that contact early, because knowing that we aren't the demon that they've dreamt up in their mind, and if it helps them engage and complete their dispositional orders or whatever work they have to do, it's a really, really positive thing too.
Foster care is a team, and that team consists of the bio family, the social workers, the foster parents, the schools, the therapists, and the more interactions you can have, the more positive behaviors you're going to see out of the children, the better the children are going to do.
Yeah. Yep.
We've invited parents over, for birthday parties and stuff, and the kids are just so excited about, they're all getting along. We're all on the
and they
same
talk
team.
about it for a long time after that too. How exciting it was to have mom and grandma and other siblings there, and it makes them feel more connected.
Our older 2, their biological mother, was completely turned off during the legal proceedings. And then the minute the cases were over, we connected, and we've had a really good relationship with her since. And I think she's more and more comfortable with the idea that she will always have contact with her children.
She went through a lot of trauma in her life, and there is a natural instinct to try to insulate the kids from that, but shielding them from her isn't healthy for them either, and it's certainly not healthy for her.
And that opens up a possibility of a conversation when they turn 14, 15 years old, and they want to sit down with someone and say, hey, what really happened? That's a story that the parents should be allowed to tell. I think it's easier for them to have that conversation with someone who they've already known and trusted and had many meals with, and laughter and holidays. So
They get, why they are where they are. And our 17-year-old had just said that she knows where biomom is. She doesn't want the contact with her, and she's very happy that she's where she's at. Blocking that is only going to hurt them.
Yeah.
In the long run.
We try to tell the kids all the time that there are lots of adults who love them and lots of adults who care for them.
And we're all working for the same goal of permanency of the child, whatever that is. Just something for the child stable. And we're a team, we're working together and not against each other. We all can be a family, all be a team.